heard about 6-7 weeks ago. Do all of you know that Murray's become interested in golf?
No.
Yeah, he drives you nuts. So anyway,
At least he's driving something.
the Descents and us are good friends. We go down to Puerto Rico in March every year, and we invited Murray this year. There's a number of good golf courses at the place we stay at Dorado Beach, and Murray had never played individually. He's played in scrambles, you know, where you use the best ball. But he never played individually, and we thought, boy, this would be an occasion. Let's bring him down there and show him what it's like to play golf at a good golf course. He's ready. And so we go out there on the first hole. It's right along the ocean, and he manages to put his ball into the ocean. And we come up to the second hole, and this is true, by the way. And ball veers off into the woods, off the second tee. And the third hole, the woods are on the left side, and he manages to put the ball into the woods on the left side of the fairway. So we get to the fourth hole, and there's a lake there, and you're on a tee where you have to hit the ball over the water. And I say to Murray, why don't you use an old ball? Because he's been putting these new balls, and they haven't found any of them. And Murray, seriously, he looks at me and he says, I don't have any old balls. So that was amazing. But Murray, one of these days, he is going to be very good at golf. And before I sit down, there's another good story. I can tell it, or Terry, you can tell it, about Murray always has a standing invitation at the Descents house. Our group, which is older than Murray's group,
A lot older.
somewhat older, has a Super Bowl party at the Descents every year. Well, the Descents were out of town this year, but we forgot to tell Murray. Do you want to take over at this point? This is, you couldn't write stuff better than this. This is another true story about Murray.
No, first of all, at 50 years of age, he at least has 2 old balls. But I digress. So my wife Kathleen and I are out of town, and on Super Bowl Sunday, and we're traveling, and we didn't tell Murray because he's part of our family too. Dan, by the way, as he is everybody else's here. Does he ever pay for a meal? Is everybody giving this guy free meals? All right, so we're out of town, and all of a sudden Super Bowl Sunday rolls around, and my daughter Elizabeth and her friends are there. They're having a nice time. Somebody rings the doorbell. You go to the door, and guess who it is? Begins with an M. Of course, we were slow. And he comes in, and he says, oh, hi, how you doing? And Elizabeth says, oh, great, Murray, come on in. This is great, have something to eat. So, of course, he does. And he went from seconds to thirds, by the way. And then all of a sudden, he's in the kitchen, and he says to Deborah, and he says, I don't recognize anybody here. Now, the question is that important or not? Sorry. Did he go back for fourth after that? I don't know. Anyway, so Murray is part of our family too, man. I just want you to know. And Murray, you're welcome anytime, but not tonight. Happy birthday.